welcome all of you to SST College of Arts and Commerce. This is SST Wikipedia. Myself, Mrs. Maithili Gaurishankar. I am going to teach you FY BCom Semester 1 Mathematical and Statistical Techniques 1. The topic we are going to see is Chapter 1 Shares and Mutual Funds. The main topic we are going to discuss here are shares, types of shares, basic definitions, calculation of brokerage and number of shares. If any person is decided to start a company, if the capital is the problem to him, he can sell or get the capital from the share market by selling the shares. So stocks of companies are listed in share markets. In the share market, stocks are bought and sold by investors. Investor buys listed stock of company from the share market. When this process is going on, some brokerage calculation we want to do that we are going to see in this chapter. So, as I said, every company requires large capital to start the company. The capital collected through issuing of shares is the owned capital of the company. Share is the smallest part of the total share capital of the company. Who doing these exchanges is trading activity is doing by SEBI, that is Securities and Exchange Board of India. So if after getting the capital from the share market, the investor and NSE BSE middle the brokerage is happening. So in this topic we are going to calculate the brokerage. Our aim is to see the formula of the calculation and how to calculate we are going to see in this chapter. Before going into the topic, let me see some of the basic definitions. First one, face value. What is the face value? When the owner of the company is decided to sell the share, he will fix one amount in the share market. That amount is called face value. The value of face value will be rupees 10. Maximum value is rupees 10. Shareholder, the investor who has been allotted the shares and who complete the formalities of purchasing the share or selling the share is called shareholders. Dividend. After the shareholder is having some shares, he get benefit from the company after 1 year. That is called dividend. That means the shareholder gets return from his investment called as dividend, representing a part of the company's profit. From the profit after 1 year, he will get the benefit from the company, that is called dividend. According to company performance, dividend amount varies from year to year. That was decided in the board meeting at the end of the year by all the board members. This is the format of the stock certificate after getting the shares. A share certificate is issued to shareholders with details like number of shares issued, share numbers, date of issue, certificate date and number, etc. Nowadays, because of DMAT procedure, everything the process is going in DMAT account. It was taking place in online, so much paperwork is reduced. So online activity is taking place in DMAT procedure. Now let me see the types of shares. Equity shares, performance shares, bonus shares, stock and right issue shares. Let me know the idea about this before going into the calculation. First, equity shares. These are sold in the market to the public, thereby collecting the huge capital for the company. We have already seen this idea. The equity shareholder get dividend as a percentage of company profit. So the equity shares is the amount we will not get as dividend. It is another shares we will get as the dividend after 1 year. The rate of dividend is flexible according to the board meeting, deciding by the board meeting. The rate of dividend change according to the company financial status for the specific period. Already we have discussed the face value of the equity share is normally rupees 10. Next one, preference shares. A preference shares has some special procedure regarding payment of dividend. The face value is usually rupees 100. So you may knowing the difference between equity shares and preference shares by its face value. While issuing preference shares, the rate of dividend is decided and is constant. For example, a 5% preference share with the face value of rupees 100 will pay rupees 5 as dividend every year. So, in equity shares, the dividend will be flexible. According to the profit of the company, it differs. But in the preference share, it is fixed in the starting itself. Preference shares are a form of equity shares that includes debt, like features such as guaranteed dividend. So, equity shares dividend are flexible, but preference share every year they will get confirm guarantee dividend. Large financial institutes like banks, insurance companies, asset management companies invest large amount, so they will give or provide preference shares. Next one is bonus shares. In the name itself we came to know this is the bonus getting to the shareholders. A bonus share issue, also known as a scrip issue or a capitalization issue, is an officer of free additional share to existing shareholder. If the company getting more profit, the board meetings decides to give some free additional shares to the shareholders. That is called bonus shares. A company may decide to distribute further shares as an alternate to increase the dividend payout also. Bonus shares give positive sign to the market. Means if the company is developing, we are getting more bonus shares. Bonus shares gives positive sign to the market that the company is committed towards long-term growth story. Next one is stock. A group of fully paid shares put together. So group of shares is called as stock. A stock has no definite and uniform face value. What is share market? In share market, stocks or shares are the goods that are bought or sold. Any market is a place where buyers and sellers interact. Next one is right issue or shares. New shares of a company are offered to the existing shareholders is called right issue or shares. You want to know the difference between bonus share and right share difference. Bonus share is additional share from the profit of the company. Right share is new shares introduced by the company that was given to the existing shareholders. So market value. Market value is the face value is what the amount fixed at the starting of the selling time of the shares. But the market value will be get fluctuate, depends on the present value. Today by this time what is the market value of the particular share, we can study from the share market website or from TV. So according to that it was decided. Market value changes according to the purchase and selling, that is the meaning trade. So the market value is the present value of the share in the trade. Market value of the share is a fluctuating value. It is not standard. It is fluctuate according to the trade made in the market. Market value equal to face value. If the both the values are equal means we will say the share is at par. Market value is less than face value means below par or at a discount. Market value greater than face value means the share above par or at premium. So when we are buying or selling the shares, the flow of funds will be denoted in the diagram. Buyer, broker 1 and broker 2 is the mediator between the exchange, that is NSE in the center. Buyer getting the shares from broker 1. Seller selling the shares through broker 2. So when buying the calculation is different, when selling the calculation is different. So how much the percentage the brokerage is getting, we are going to see in the calculation. For that we are going to see the formula. When we are buying the share, actual price of the share occurred to him or her equal to market value, present market value plus brokerage per share. We want to add this two. We will get the value of actual price of the share. Similarly, when we are selling the share, actual price of the share occurred to him or her equal to market price minus brokerage per share. We want to subtract the brokerage per share. Now let me take one problem. Naveen brought 120 shares at the market value of rupees 375 each and brokerage percentage is 0.4 percentage. Calculate the sum he paid for the transaction. So Naveen purchasing the shares. So what we want to do? We want to add the brokerage at the end. First let me calculate the brokerage, then we can add. So market value of each share is rupees 375. Naveen brought 120 shares. One share is 375 means 120 share is 375 into 120, we are getting 45,000. Since the brokerage is 0.4 percentage, from the total amount 45,000 we are calculating 0.4 percentage value. How to calculate this? 45,000 into the percentage value want to be calculated by converting to 0.4 upon 100. Multiplying this value to 45,000 we are getting rupees 180. So what is 180? The brokerage amount of 0.4 percentage of 45,000 is 180. Hence, how much Naveen paid to purchase the share? 45,000 plus 180 gives rupees 45,180. So Naveen spent 45,180 to purchase 120 shares. Similarly, here we are going to see Shika is selling the share. How to calculate this? We can see here. Find the sum due to Shika when she sold 200 shares at market price rupees 40 per share with the brokerage 0.3 percentage. So market value of each share is rupees 40. Shika sold 200 shares. Therefore, 40 into 200 is 8,000. Since the brokerage is 0.3 percentage, same like before problem, we are having here calculation 0.3 upon 100, converting percentage to digits. We are multiplying with 8,000. After cancelling the zeros and multiplying, we will get 24 as the brokerage value. Here Shika sold the shares, so we want to subtract the brokerage from the total total amount, that is 8,000. So 8,000 minus 24 is 7,976. So Shika got back the amount 7,976 after selling her 200 shares. In next problem, let we calculate how many shares of market value 120 each can be purchased for rupees 60,180, brokerage being 0.3 percentage. So one person is having 60,180. The market value of one share is 120. With brokerage 0.3 percentage, how many share he can able to get, we are going to see in this calculation. Market value of each share is rupees 120, brokerage 0.3 percentage. So brokerage per each share is 120 into 0.3 upon 100 equal to 0.36. The cost price of one share is 120 plus 0.36. Why we have added the brokerage? Because we are purchasing the share. So we have added here the brokerage. So 120 plus 0.36 equal to rupees 120.36. Since the amount available is 60,180. The formula for calculating number of share purchased is total amount upon price per share. So we have calculated here 120.36 is the price per share. The amount we are having is 60,180. Dividing this, we are getting 500 as the answer. So the number of shares we can get in the amount 60,180 after paying the brokerage 0.3 percentage is 500 shares. Next, how many shares of market value rupees 800 each can be purchased for 39,840, brokerage being 0.4 percentage. This is the problem similar to before problem. So market value given is 800, brokerage is 0.4 percentage. The brokerage per share is 800 into 0.4 upon 100. We are getting brokerage per share is 3.2 rupees. The actual price is 800 minus 3.2, that is 796.8. Since the amount available is rupees 39,840, the number of shares sold is net amount upon price per share, that is 39,840 upon 796.8 equal to 50. So in this amount, after paying 0.4 percentage, we can get 50 shares sold in this transaction. Thank you. So we have seen here the basic idea of shares and how to calculate the brokerage. Thank you, students.